Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the week of February 28th. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Capricorn, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, so let's go ahead and put this right here. We're going to be doing a pyramid spread. All right, I think that looks good to me. And we'll put that right there. All right. So Capricorn, I see you showing up here in the future. I think you're going to be putting your needs first here. Or some of you are thinking about your needs and what it is that you are looking to accomplish in your life at this time. I think there's a lot of accomplishment available to you, or you've already had some nice victories here in the past. And I think that you have an ability to build on something as well. But let's just take a look at your overall card. With the Wheel of Fortune, this says that your destiny has arrived. And, you know, this may be a very good time for you to start something new. It may be a very good time for you to go after projects or something along those lines. Whatever it is that you are looking to achieve, the Wheel of Fortune can say that it has spun in your direction. And this does represent change, undoubtedly. There is always change when the Wheel of Fortune arrives, but it's not like change like the Death card provides. This is more about fate and destiny, as I probably said multiple times now. And, you know, with this card, you really want to take advantage of the moment because the wheel will not always be spinning in your direction. The wheel will keep spinning. It will move on to something else. And so it does say to make sure that you are taking advantage of the opportunity that you may have in front of you. This talks about luck. It talks about Jupiter energy. The Wheel of Fortune is all about Jupiter energy, and so that's expansion and growth as well. Now, some of you here, if you are here for love, there could be a past life connection coming in perfect alignment for you. The Wheel of Fortune can represent like the perfect situation at the perfect time, perfect alignment, and the Six of Cups here in the future, I'll get into that some more, kind of feels like maybe there's a past life connection between you and another person if you are here for love. Now, in the past, you have the Page of Swords and the Six of Wands. So the Page of Swords potentially represents news of delay or news of disappointment. And it's interesting because the Six of Wands is kind of the opposite. The Six of Wands is a pretty big victory in your life. In fact, this is like the second win in the Suit of Wands, and it says that you have triumphed over the challenge of the Five of Wands. And you're now given some sort of reward. You're now given some sort of victory. In fact, this person is being publicly recognized. It's a good card if you're looking to put yourself out there on social media because they are literally in public being cheered on. And along with that, they could be exceeding expectations at this time. Great if you're also looking for a job raise or you're looking for a job raise. It can be very good for that situation as well. Or maybe you're just looking to do well on projects at work. This is definitely one you would want to see. The Page of Swords is interesting because to me, this is kind of talking about how you've overcome maybe disappointments, or overcame. I think it's overcame. English. You've triumphed over the challenges of the past and maybe the disappointments here of the past with the Page of Swords. And so in the face of maybe disappointing news or challenging news or delays, you have kept riding forward. You've got on your horse and you kept going forward here with this Six of Wands. And so to me, I think you've done a good job with that according to this reading. Could mean that you're also full of ideas and full of different ideas on how you can make this Wheel of Fortune the best time possible for you. Now in the future here, you have the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is your energy, I feel like, in this case. It could be any earth sign, Capricorn, but I just felt like initially this was, like I said at the beginning of this reading, like you putting your self forward and maybe taking care of your needs and the things that you need to be doing for you, which is not a bad idea. And what's interesting is you have this with the Six of Cups. Like I said, there might be soul alignment here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. Remember that a project or a challenge that you're dealing with, that could also be a past life contract that you signed off on before you came into this lifetime. I know it's esoteric, but if you believe in past lives, then you probably understand that when you come into this lifetime, you've come in here with contracts that you've signed. And that could certainly be the case with the Six of Cups coming in. The King of Pentacles, though, what's going on here for you, if it's not just referring to you, the the King of Pentacles says to really take a look at your habits and your routines and ask yourself if you're if you're having healthy habits and if you're doing the things in your life that provide you with success. For some people, that's waking up at 5:30 in the morning, eating a healthy breakfast, going to the gym, and all those sort of things contribute to their overall well-being and their overall wealth, which is another sign with the King of Pentacles. So for some people, it's that. For others, it may be something else. And so, yeah, I think some of you are maybe also looking at that. Let's continue up the pyramid here. So you have the Six of Pentacles. I said the Six of Pentacles. I knew you were going to get that. Wow, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, very good energy for you here in the clarifications, Capricorn. So the Six of Pentacles is the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving, okay? And for me, the way I've kind of been looking at the Six of Pentacles recently is kind of the flow of money in your life, because you can see that there's outflow and inflow in this graphic here. This person's literally, there's outflow happening. They're giving their money away, but in giving back, they are also receiving inflow. There is money coming in as a result of giving back. And think about this from a higher perspective. This does not just mean donating to charity, or does not just mean giving a family member money. What this can represent is you giving knowledge to the collective, or you giving, you providing healing words to a friend in need. That's a way of giving, and through that there will be generosity or something returned to you. That's what the Six of Pentacles talks about. This is another card I like to see when people are asking about job raises. Because it represents money coming in as well as going out. And you have that with the Six of Wands, which is a card that I also like to see with job raises. So for some of you, that's maybe happened already. This is coming in the past as a clarifier, but definitely could have really set yourself up there for a good situation. Now the Nine of Pentacles is also amazing. This is all about your financial independence, your ability to generate wealth and not really need to rely on other people. This person on the Nine of Pentacles card has everything they need because they have built something for them that sustains them over the long haul. And so it's a very, very nice energy to find here. Now, moving forward, you have also the Four of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about healing, it's about rest, it's about recovery and rejuvenation, maybe even meditation. And this Ace of Swords is about victory. It is a victory or a success in your life that leads to a new beginning. It's also this idea of the clouds in the background clearing, making way for something new. It refers maybe to your mental process and a clearing of your mind as well, especially as you have the Four of Swords. So it's a very nice energy as well. Let's go ahead and continue up the pyramid here. You have the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so double knights here coming in these clarifiers for you, and it's in between the Hierophant. So that's very interesting. It's a very interesting pattern that I don't always see. The Hierophant can refer to the place that you work, or the organization or the structure that you are a part of. It can represent traditional beliefs or traditional ideals in your life. And so for some of you here, what's going on is anything that was delayed here with the Page of Swords in the past, that could be clearing here in the future as it relates to your work. Like perhaps somebody promised you a job raise and that hasn't come yet. This to me feels like that could be clearing and coming in. The Knight of Swords can represent just events happening or events arriving. And the Knight of Wands can talk about moving residence or moving location, like changing your zip code, moving to a new place. It can also represent you being a maverick, being somebody who has a jack of all trades type of energy about you. And this Knight of Swords tells you to seize the day and take advantage of opportunity, especially as you have this Wheel of Fortune as well at the base of the pyramid as your overall energy. So there's a big potential workplace opportunity available to you. This, for some of you, this may involve moving to a new job. For others of you, it may just mean moving up within your organization. But double Knights undoubtedly means that there are a lot of events happening. This is a busy period of your life and a busy time for you. So you have the Eight of Wands and the Lovers. Wow. Okay, Capricorn. Really liking this energy. The Eight of Wands is a quick moving event or a swift action that brings about good news. You have this swift energy here showing up with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Combine that with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. It's kind of quick energy, okay? And so the Eight of Wands can also represent letters, phone calls, text messages, communications coming in from a distance, emails. It could also represent social media. Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, some of you may be being in the spotlight here, acquiring an audience and a crowd gathering around you, if you will, and being in the spotlight potentially. The Lovers is about an important choice to make. I do feel like some of you, if you're still here and you're here for love, you could absolutely be meeting somebody from a past life with perfect alignment towards you. But for most of you, I think you're probably here for a career, and this Lovers represents you maybe needing to make a choice to move somewhere or move to a new department even, or move in some respect, an important choice in your career. And then lastly, very nice, you have the Queen of Cups. So just realize that you are going through major changes in your career life or your life in general. And what the Queen of Cups is here to remind you of at the top of the pyramid is to really have compassion for yourself and take care of your energy. The Queen of Cups is about, this is somebody who might be a therapist in the real world or a traditional therapist, or it could be a trusted friend or ally as well. You may want to get wise counsel from somebody here to help you make this decision. At the end of the day, only you can make the decision, but to talk through this big decision that you have to make with somebody. And wow, you have the Ace of Wands on the bottom. So Capricorn, I'm loving this reading for you. You have an awesome energy here. The Ace of Wands is about physically starting something. It's getting fired up. It's the spark of life. It's maybe even turning a passion into a profit. It's a big card that I like to see if people are looking to be in business for themselves. And so, wow, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading.